So when I did the last video tutorial of the dream catchers, my friend Kelly asked me if I could do one with the plants, so I'm going to do one. I was going to take a picture of one of my plants, but I've already drawn all my plants so many times, so I got one off of Pixabay. I thought it would be easier for you guys to see too because it has a white background on it. When I take a picture, it'd look really cluttered on the screen. So anyway, I'm going to go here to Procreate. I am going to bring in the photo of the plant. Okay, so I got the plant in Procreate. I'm going to go to the layers. And I'm going to make another layer on top of the plant and make that the reference. Then I'm going to click on the N, and I'm going to turn down the opacity, and I'm going to go back to layer, and I'm just going to simply trace it. I'm going to use the technical pen, and let's see. Okay, so all I do for this is I just zoom in on it. I think I'm going to make it a little bit bigger there. Okay, you just zoom in, and then you just start tracing. You don't have to be exact or anything. You just add in some of the details. The more thick the line is, the more cartoony it's going to look. So if you want it more realistic, you can make a thinner line. And you don't have to do like exactly the lines, you know, you can embellish a little here and there. A Monstera plant is one of my favorite plants there is. And there is a lot of, and you may be wondering what you're going to do with the drawing of a plant, and there's lots of fun things you can do. You can make plant pun cards and stuff like that. There's also a lot of plant holidays coming up, such as in April alone, there's National Dandelion Day, International Houseplant Day, National Pecan Day, National Garlic Day, Arbor Day. There's so much coming up. So I'll put a link to my blog that lists all the gardening and plant holidays because there's a lot of them at the end. Okay, so now I got that done. I'm going to shrink down the pen a little. I'm just going to add some details. I'm curious how many of you guys use Procreate. What apps do you guys use to draw and stuff? Tell me down below in the comments. I'm curious. Okay, and then you can see your outline. You can just go here and remove that plant. You can add some more details if you want. And then start coloring in. So that's going to happen if you don't close a gap. So you want to make sure to close everything. And if you hold down, you can capture the color. Again, the gaps. Tap down with 2 fingers to remove things. Okay, now for the leaves, you can either go back to here and copy the color, or you can pick your own colors. You can do it whatever way you want to. I went with the lightest color because I'm going to go over a lot of it. It's hard to make sure all those gaps are closed. I have to fix that all the time. I'm going to do a little bit darker, just to give it some depth. I'm going to go even a little darker for the leaves and back so they look shaded. I'm going to use a darker color for the stems. Just zoom in if you have smaller places to do. Alright, so we got the basic colors done. Now we're going to shade. So I'm going to click on layers. I'm going to go up here, make another layer, click on the N, and click linear burn. Then I'm going to click on this again and click on clipping mask. So now I'm going to go up here and I'm going to just make it a little bit darker color, a little gray. And I'm going to go to the airbrush and click soft brush. Then you can adjust your brush. And then I'm just going to add some shading where I want to. add as much shading as you want, and you can go back and add even more if you want. I can hear my naughty dog getting in the garbage because he knows I'm busy right now. Because we clipped, because we made this a clipping mask, it won't color outside here. It'll just go on the picture. So I'm going to go back to the original picture and fix a couple things. Back to the airbrush. Back to gray. There you go. Now you got your plant. So I hope you like it, and I'll put that on some Zazzle merch, and here you go. So I hope that helped you, Kelly. And again, don't forget to go over to my blog. It's time for the holidays at blogspot.com. I have a whole page of all the plant and gardening holidays. Check out all these holidays. These are all related to gardening and plants and stuff like that. So go ahead and check out the holidays. Make some merch for them. You can make them for your own shop, or I can stick them on my blog for you. Just let me know if you make some. So anyway, yeah, go head over here and check out all these holidays. There's so many. It's listed by month, so it's easy to follow. And here's some merch I made with some of the drawings I did this way. So anyway, that's about it. I hope you guys are all doing good, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Happy Zazzling.